This is the book of John, 1 John, chapter 5, verse 21. Little children, keep yourselves from idols. Aman. Kohalo Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha Kwadash. That's all praises to the Father Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, in the name of his Son, our beloved Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, Hamashayak, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. In the name of the Rakah Kwadash, the Holy Spirit, who the world ignorantly refers to as the Holy Ghost. Peace, salutations to the Akim, the brethren on the four winds, the four corners of the earth, the globe, pushing the truth in diligence, in sincerity, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice, putting their hands on the plow and not looking back. Shalom to the hopeful elect, men, women, and children. Shalom to the remnant, that 1/3 remnant. Shalom to the tabernacle with David. Double honors to the tabernacle with David, the Bayal Dawadah. That third temple, spiritual temple, being built under these devil's nose, and double honors to the elder bishops, the elders, and the apostles, the great millstone, all the teachers of great millstone, who rule well and teach well, the men who taught me this truth, who I learned from, right? Back in another wicked season. You know, they've been doing this for the last month. Spirits, darkness, witchcraft, you know, warlocks, witches, is operating in high frequency right now. And, you know, if you're partaking in, you know, the demons, the devil's playground, this is, you know, whatever happens, whatever comes to you, as far as judgment from Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, the true name of our power, the God of the Bible, the power of the Bible, because God just means power. Allah just means power. It's not his name. His name is Yahweh, right? If you're partaking in this wickedness, you know, while these demons are highly active right now, a lot of mayhem, murder, you know, your judgment's deserved, well deserved. You've been warned, you've been told, leave the traditions of men alone. And our people continue to, you know, commit fornication and idolatry. We fucking around, delving into this devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, pink, red, delving into his wickedness, his traditions of men. Colossians 3, verse 5, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth. Fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, right? You ABC, Skittle, Laffy Taffies, right? Lifestyle, right? Pagans, all you people, Seventh-day Adventists, you Christianity, right? Universal religion, Catholicized from the Catholic Church, right? Wicked, Colossians, the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil, conspic, man, can't even pronounce it. Evil, concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. That's a Jake right there. Pumpkin. See the pumpkin? This is the hella day of the demonic, the wicked, the weirdos, right? This is why Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, right? This is why Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua brought down empires, right? And this is the last one, soon to be destroyed. And when it happens, guess what? It's prophecy. It's prophecy. America, Babylon the Great, had its run. And you know the Lord's tired of the wicked. He hates sinners every day. He hates sinners. Colossians 3 and 5. Mortify therefore your members. Meaning return to this truth, man. Put off the world and the traditions of men. The wickedness that's going on in Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great, which is America. Esau, Edom is in control. His empire is crumbling. He's going to keep you in sin because he knows he has but a short time. He's going down and he's going to take you with him. Bottom line. He's going to take you with him. We started 1 John 5:21. Little children, keep yourselves away from idols. This man, he thinks he's God. So when you worship him, right, he give you your benefits on this earth, which they're taking away, so-called tomorrow, November 1st, right? They're supposed to take away your so-called benefits, knowing that this ain't our rest, this ain't our world, this ain't our earth, this ain't us. We in Babylon the Great. We the Israelites, so-called Negro, Native American, Latino. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, the hands of the wicked. Job 9 and 24 tells you that, right? They're the reasons why, they just the book of Isaiah, chapter 44. I'm going to start here at 9. Right? It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 9. They that make a graven image are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit, and they are their own witnesses. They see not, nor know, that they may be ashamed. 10. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 10. Who hath formed a god or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing? Question mark. Who had formed it? Esau, Edom, the devil, right? The system. This system. Look at this Jake on here, man. That's a Jake. Let me zoom in. Let's zoom it up. That's a Jake right there. Got his Crocs on. He's at an amusement park. Jake want to know his fortune. These devils over here. You got one devil right there, and the other devil, he's operating the smoke. And whatever they say, these Edomites, this pumpkin says, right? So Jake is all in, right? Worshipping this devil. You see? And this is what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah is talking about. So these scriptures talk about these graven images, man. They don't see, they don't hear, right? They don't speak. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 10. Who have formed a god or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing? And this where Esau needs you, Jakes, right? Worshiping, idolizing them right now. They're in Bohemian Grove right now. Bohemian Grove is lit up. They're doing rituals. They're doing sacrifices. All them kidnappings, right? Them kidnappings that been going on lately. These so-called detention centers were really their Eisenhower death camps, where ICE is taking these immigrants, where they're separating families, catching them at the border. Trump's even talking about going on land of Venezuela and blowing up Jakes, man. We talking about Northern Kingdom Jakes. So you think this devil's not gonna show his horns? Isaiah chapter 44, verse 11, and it reads, Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen, they are of men. Let them all be gathered together. Let them stand up. Yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. The Lord's bringing judgment. Babylon the Great is circling the drain, circling the toilet. America, right? The system is, they're making it crumble, right? The elites, the upper echelons, the 1%. Right. They're gonna crash this system, man, and put you in slavery. And the Lord put his men, his seers, his teachers, his watchers out here on the earth to warn you. Right? And that's why when judgment goes out, dishes out, you know, and you mockers die, right? You got this nigga, this social media comedian influencer, Drewski, mocking the men of the Lord, right? Literally going out on streets, mocking the men of the Lord. Like, you know, no fear. No fear for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And you know, everybody, their families, them, their children, everybody that was with them, everybody that you know, follows the ways of these, you know, these scoffers. They're scoffers. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 11. Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed. And the workmen, they are of men. Let them all be gathered together. And you know, these you people on the earth, y'all fear men, right? Y'all follow men. Y'all don't follow the Lord. Y'all follow men. Y'all don't even pray. When y'all pray for men, right? Wicked men. The Lord don't hear them prayers. They are of men. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 11. Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed. In the workmen, right? Those who work for Esau, all y'all who pledged to this devil, man. Y'all, you know, caught up in these that Boule, Prince Hall, Masons, all you niggas, man, you false religions, you Baptists, all you preachers, all y'all that come against the men of the Lord, you comedians, you actors, you athletes, right? You fucking, you pastors, these churches, all y'all. Y'all see the truth out here. The truth is out here. And the Lord gonna laugh at y'all's, you know, at y'all calamity. And that's why when the Lord judges you motherfuckers, that's why you're just another video. You're a video, you're a lesson. You're another lesson, right? For the elect. On how not to walk, on how not to live, on how not to be like. Right? And you know, stay away from you motherfuckers that cause division, man. And this is what the devil did to you. Got y'all following them. Y'all following this devil. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 11. Gathered together, let them stand up. Yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. Right? And our people, man, y'all the worst. Our people are the worst, man. They took Esau's wickedness, you know, and you know, basically, you know, he's sifting and he's driving y'all to destruction. He's sifting, right, the left from the right, the sheep from the goats, and he's driving the 2/3 into destruction. And our people, man, look, when they're not hearkening, you're marked for death. Everything of this world is a lie, man. Everything of this world. The men of the Lord been telling y'all the truth. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 12. The smith with the tongues both worketh in the coals, and fashioneth it with hammers, and worketh it with the strength of his arms. Yeah, he is hungry, and his strength faileth. He drinketh no water, and is faint. The carpenter stretcheth out his rule. He marketh it out with the line. He fitteth it with planes, you know, rulers. And the marketh it out with the compass, and maketh it after the figure of a man, according to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house. He heweth him down cedars, and taketh the cypress and the oak, which he strengtheneth for himself among the trees of the forest. He planteth an ash, and the rain doth nourish it. Then shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof, and warm himself. Yeah, he kindleth it, and baketh bread. Yeah, he maketh a god, and worshipeth it. He maketh a graven image, and falleth down thereto. He burneth part thereof in the fire, with part thereof he eateth flesh. He roasteth roast, and is satisfied. Yeah, he warmeth himself, and saith, aha. And that's what these devils do, man. The Jew, the little dudes, the little hatters, right? The teeny hats, the tiny boppers, the false flaggers, the wish people, right? This is their system. They run it. And our people, what do y'all do? You follow them. You follow them. This is them people. Y'all seen Coming to America? What did you wish? Eddie Murphy played a lot of characters in Coming to America, right? The movie Coming to America, the first one. He played a lot of different characters. One of the characters he played was one of the ishes, right? One of the teeny boppers, right? And what was he saying? Right? Look them up. This is what they do. This is their system. These are their religions. This is their confusion. This is Babylon the Great. This is why we're in captivity. This is why we're still in bonded. This is why deforestation is going on. This is why they kill the earth, right? To keep you down, to kill you off, to kill us off. But Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua always kept the remnant. He always kept the remnant, right? Back to 18. They have not known nor understood, for he has shut their eyes that they cannot see, in their hearts that they cannot understand. And none considereth in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned part of it in the fire. Yea, also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof. I have roasted flesh and eaten it. And shall I make the residue thereof an abomination? Shall I fall down to the stock of a tree? Question mark. He feedeth on ashes. A deceived heart hath turned him aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, is there not a lie in my right hand? Question mark. Remember these, O Yahquab in Israel, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee. Thou art my servant, O Israel. Thou shalt not be forgotten of me. And that was Isaiah chapter 44, verse 21. Because these devils gave you their idols. They gave you their traditions. They gave you their wickedness. That's what they did. That's what you worship. You're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving. And this nigga, they trying to take it away from you. Why? Because they want a civil war. We're in these last days, the latter times. The spirit out here is civil war. And guess what the prophets are doing? They're telling you they told you. We told you. You were being warned. Year in, year out. You were being warned. This is still the year of the destruction of Esau, Edom. The hopeful year of the destruction and the judgment on Babylon the Great. Right? Go back up. Isaiah chapter 44. This is the book of Isaiah. Chapter 44. Y'all out there finna dress up, go out there. And you're mocking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua when you do it. You're mocking them. Right? These devils got the earth. They own the earth. So they own the religions. They own the supplies, the resources, the material. These devils own everything. And you gotta you gotta beg these devils, right? And that's why a lot of our people, man, they losing their mind right now. Killing each other, right? They control the music, the entertainment, the athletes. They make you feel like, the bread and circus. The Roman circus is in full swing. And that's what we're looking at. This is a picture of a amusement park. And this Jake, he's talking to a pumpkin, man. He's talking to a pumpkin. You seen Charlie Brown, the great big pumpkin. The carpet that stretches out this rule, he marked it out with the line. He fitted it with planes, and he marked it out with the compass, and maketh it after the figure of a man, according to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house. And that's idolatry, man. That's idolatry. Right? Bear with me. Let's move down. 15. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 15. There shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself. Yeah, he kindleth it. And you know, y'all be gotten all these ohms in your house, little relics, you know, crosses all over the place, welcoming mats with Santa Claus, decorations, spiders, skeletons, webs, you know. This is Esau's wickedness, man. Keep y'all on just a dumbed down state while he puts all these policies for 15-minute cities, right? Universal based income, and planting these microchips in your hand, right? Esau got y'all, you know, ultimately it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but he's using Esau on the left-hand side, man, to murder y'all, to kill y'all, right? To judge you, basically. Let's put it that way. Salakia. To judge you with fire, man. With fire. Right? Like 2 Peter tells us. Let's keep reading. Salakia. Isaiah 44. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44. Verse 16. He burneth part thereof in the fire. With part thereof he eateth flesh. He roasteth roast. Y'all gonna be having all these abominable sacrifices to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai during this season, this wicked season. And that's why these demonic spirits are highly, highly active right now in this time, in these days. We're in the last days. And the residue thereof, 17, the residue thereof, he maketh a god. Right? After y'all done deforested, killed all the trees, right? Took everybody's land, right? You know, harvested. What are the Smithsonian, right? Every time some bit of history pop up, you know, whenever something pop up in the scriptures, bones, everything, the Smithsonian is there. They're there first, you know. And it ran by Esau Edom, the Smithsonian, yeah. Taking all the history, right? Covering up the history. Job 9:24. First Maccabees chapter 11. Let's go there. Let's go to First Maccabees. This is a little drawn out, but hey, we're gonna get on this devil and his traditions, man. And his wickedness. And you niggas that follow this devil, y'all gonna die. It gotta be stated. It can't be said enough. You 2/3 are gonna die. You're gonna die. This is the book of let's go here. I think it's First Maccabees chapter 11. Through the Spirit. This is the book of let me see. It's these devils, man. Hold on. Yeah, it ain't there. But y'all know where I'm trying to get at, but I gotta just pull it out. Let me get it. 3? Is it 3? Hold on. These are some wicked, you know, save off the state, save off the blast off, destroy the fucking noses off the statues, right? So you didn't know they was Jakes, so you wouldn't know that they're Jakes. It was 3, Salakia. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. And it reads, and laid open the book of the law, which is the scriptures, the Bible. This is why you niggas is doing this, because this is what they did, right? They confused y'all. But that's Babylon the Great. You're supposed to be confused, right? The Lord said it. We was just reading it. The Lord's going to blind y'all. Because ultimately, this is a Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Judgment is on the horizon. So 2/3 Jakes, which is the so-called Negro, Native American, Latino, right? You got to be judged. 2/3 of our people got to be judged, right? There's a remnant coming back. There's an elect that the Lord is going to gather and save. But 2/3 of our people must die, and all heathen nations must die. Esau, Edomite, you're being judged. You must die. America must fall. Look at this shit. You got Jake's talking to pumpkins. This Jake got an afro, and he's talking to the huge pumpkin in the pumpkin patch on Charlie Brown. Like, what the fuck is going on, Babylon the Great? Like, this why the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua want to destroy you niggas. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, and they'll tell you Maccabees ain't even Canaan. This is what the Catholic Church will tell you. This is what the devil will tell you, right? Because the devil, it means Diablos, which goes back to if you look up the word Diablos, goes back to devil, accuser, right? Accuser of thy brethren, right? Remember, Esau is your wicked twin brother, accuser of thy brethren. And you got a lot of Jakes out here that'll kill their own brothers, man. Right? You a devil, right? Liar, deceiver, accuser, right? This is the book of First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the books of the law, which is the scriptures. The law's not done away with. You know, everything hasn't came to pass yet. There's prophecies that's still being fulfilled in these times. Isaiah chapter 66, right? Revelation chapter 14. There's prophecies that need to be fulfilled all through these scriptures. Second Ezra chapter 13. And laid open the book of the law, wherein heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Paint the likeness of their images, man. And they do that to y'all, demonize y'all every day, Jake. That's a spiritual way of painting them. They did it physically and they doing it spiritually because you're the face of everything wicked. That's why they want to bomb Venezuela, Northern Kingdom. That's why there's ICE raids all over the globe right now, right? That's why they crack it down. These terrorists. That's why they taking your fucking food stamps tomorrow, Jake. They need riots. They need a reason to lock your ass up. And the reason's right there in your face. And guess what? The prophets been telling you. The men of the Lord been telling you. The seers, the teachers, the watchers. And y'all see it. That's why the whole world is in an uproar. They're mad and good for them. Right? And good for you. Back to Isaiah. Back to Isaiah chapter 44. The book of Isaiah chapter 44. Verse 17. No, verse 8. Yeah, verse 17. And the residue thereof he maketh the God. Right? The residue. You, Jakes, are the residue of Esau's wickedness, man. You the residue of Esau's wickedness, Jake. And that's what this devil's doing. That's what this devil's doing, man. Slowly but surely, gradually, man. He's leading y'all right to the mark of the beast. Right to the mark of the beast, you're being led. To the system in Revelation. Right? Chapter 13, verse 16 on down. Leading you right into it, all great and small. That's young and old, IUIC. And you niggas that's mocking and scoffing at the men of the Lord, death is coming. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to kill y'all. Yes, he's going to kill you. So yeah, I pray for the government shutdown. The water Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for the government shutdown. Shut all these motherfucking Jakes off. All these 2/3. Shut them off. They deserve it. Riot. Do what you want. Because prophecy is moving. Prophecy, the storehouses are not going to be full. The scriptures tell us that. He's going to keep reading. This the book. Y'all follow the devil. Y'all just all y'all thinking about is Thanksgiving and motherfucking today. What's today? This wicked ass holiday. Another holiday. Esau, they at Bohemian Grove. They at Bohemian Grove right now, thinking about some ways they could extend their lives. Drinking blood, adrenochrome, right? With a cage full of Jakes, with a cage full of little Jakes, man, from ages 1 and up, man. It don't stop. This the devil you dealing with, man. Damn people. Hold up. Bear with me. Let's get some more scriptures. I'm still in Isaiah. We still in Isaiah chapter Isaiah chapter 44, verse 17. And the residue thereof he maketh a God, even his graven image. He falleth down into it. Look at him. Look at Jake. Right? Falling down to this devil. This the devil gave y'all this. This what Christianity gave y'all. This is cool for Christianity. Tonight you could go into a goddamn parking lot of a church, a church. What the elders call it, a well-kept monument of failure, man. Failed our people. They failed us, man. And go to a trunk or treat. Go get some goodies, some treats that might. You got to check every candy just in case a goddamn needle is in them. That's what they say. In case a needle is in them, and you might swallow a needle and kill yourself, right? But you're already killing yourself, Jake, with the candy. The candy got your teeth falling out. See? It's all wicked. It's just to destroy you, right? But this is what Christianity gives you. So all you Jakes that's hating the truth, right? Scoffing and mocking against the Israelites. What are y'all doing? Y'all out there with your kids going door to door with fucking costumes on, cosplaying devils and demons, cosplaying demons and devils, right? Isaiah chapter 44, verse 17, in the residue thereof, he maketh the God, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it and worshipeth it. And prayeth unto it and saith, deliver me, for thou art my God. They have not known nor understood, for he has shut their eyes, that they cannot see. That they cannot see. See that? In their hearts, that they cannot understand. And that's why y'all worship these devils. That's why y'all missile food. That's why the Lord's going to laugh at your destruction. That's why the men of the Lord been telling you. Your destruction, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua ain't going to give a goddamn about your destruction, man. Because you're just wickedness that need to be purged off the earth. You're dross. You're dross on silver. Right? Let's go to the book of Malachi. Scripture. Let's go to the book of Malachi real quick. And this is for all y'all celebrating this any hot hella day of Esau Edom, the devil, the so-called white man who's really red. You can see his skin. See he has leprosy. That's what leprosy is, right? They'll tell you it's vertigo, however the fuck you want to call it. It's leprosy, motherfucker. It's leprous. You're leprous, right? Your melanin snatched. You have a curse. That's just what it is. And two-thirds will never understand that. Heathens will never want to understand that. And the elite, the top elite, they know that. But they want you in that dumbed down state. And that plays right into the scriptures, man. Because they know they're the border of wickedness. So they're going to do everything wicked they can, right, to keep you down, Jake. When I say Jake, I mean so-called Negro, so-called Native Americans, and so-called Latino Mexicans. That's Jacob. Yaquab. Right? That's Jake. Let's go here. Who is Israel? The progenitor of the 12 tribes. We're going to the book of, trying to find my book of Malachi. Salakia. Excited. Got it. It's the book of Malachi. First, let's start at 1. So we know who Esau the fuck is, who you are, demon, devil, who y'all following. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet you say, and these are people, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? saith the Lord. Yes, I loved Jacob. See? You know, we always going through this because we not following. We always going through hell in our lives. You know, you're always in these situations because you don't know Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. You don't keep the Passover. You don't keep the Sabbath, right? According to the moon. Not every Saturday, Friday, Saturday to Sunday. No. Okay, it lands on Saturday sometimes. But these are ways of the world, right? You got to be, you got to drop everything you learned in the world and come back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Come back to your power, right? And that's all we telling y'all. That's all we say. That's all I'm saying. That's all the scriptures, command us to say. That's what we say, man. Come back to your power. You're not being cursed out. You only feel offended because you're being wicked. You being evil. You want a license to sin. And the scriptures tell us in the book of Sirach, there's no license to keep on sinning and sinning and sinning. The Lord's going to punish you. He's going to punish your family. Remember, you ain't supposed to celebrate no goddamn birthday. If you read the book of Job, Job's sons and daughters died because they were celebrating the birthday. The house caved in. The wind blew the trees on the house, right? On the roof and killed them, right? You ain't supposed to be celebrating your birthday. That's paganism. That's idolatry. Keep reading. And this is what our enemy, our oppressor, taught us, how to be wicked, so that the Lord will punish us along with him. He's getting his anyway. He want to take you with him. He's the demon. Malachi chapter 2. That's why they lied to you. That's what happened to Eve. That's why she's so susceptible to this devil when he flashes a little money in her face. When he flashes power. When she sees power. When Eve sees power, she romanticizes in the idea of what she can accumulate, and she'll do anything for it. And that's why, our women leave good men because of that. And go over to the devil, man. And go over to the devil, to the other side. And then, they get what they deserve. It's all judgment, though. It's all judgment on all parties, on all of us. It's judgment on all of us. Because the Lord told us in Deuteronomy, these are part of the curses. Our women were going to leave us. We were going to leave our children. We were going to get locked up. The curses, it's all about us. And Esau knows we know. Malachi chapter 1, verse 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet you say, where hast thou loved us? And then you lose faith. See? Then you lose your faith in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. And then, these people, they don't believe. You had this one bitch, our elder, he brought out a video of this one bitch that was, talking about how she gonna gut punch a Hebrew Israelite. Right? Like, they mad at the truth. In Hebrews, it tells us the truth's a double-edged sword. It cuts deep. It hurts you. It hurts. Right? And they not, the 100% truth is not being mocked. But the Israelites out here that's caught up in the system, that's taking bribes, they putting a black eye on the whole ministry, but they can't. There's nothing you can do to the truth, only for the truth. So look, keep on, keep on doing what y'all doing, keep on leading the sheep to the slaughter. That's all right, because the truth is out here, and only the elect are going to understand and get the truth, because you're caught up in the border of wickedness, and we're going to get to that, right? Malachi chapter 1, verse 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, when hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. See? And I hated Esau. And that's not past tense. Like he hated Esau. Yeah, he hated Esau, but he still hates Esau. He's the seed of the wicked, and laid his mountains in his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom say, that's Esau, this white man, and wherever Esau is, wherever his tent is pitched, and he's on top right now. Remember, we read First Maccabees chapter 3. They changed the colors. They changed everything up in the books. Chapter 3, verse 48. They changed the images of the people in the books. We read that. Of the men, made them look like a red man. Keep reading, inside joke. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. And this is still prophecy. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And they did that. And that's why you got this thing right here, right? You know, that eighth head that came out of Britain, right? America, right? The little horn. Here we go. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4, whereas Edom says, we are impoverished. Edom is Esau, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speak of, deceiver, right? Liar, right? Thief, murderer, deceiver. I said that. Accuser of thy brother. But we will return and build the desolate places. And that's what you got with this bipartisan system. The so-called Democrats, so-called Republicans was really the plebeians and patricians. And you can go to Chat GPT in the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is just revised. We're under the Roman Empire right now. We're under the rule of these demons, this devil, Esau, Edom, and the Edomites. They're under power right now, and their power is dwindling, and they know that. That's why they're attacking that. That's why they're attacking y'all, Jake. That's why they're coming at us. That's why they're coming at everybody right now. Well, they've been coming at us, but the men in the truth, we don't give a damn. We want y'all to come. Keep coming, because they're not going to be able to touch the elect. Because as soon as they do, because World War III is on the horizon, that's coming. Nuclear missiles are going to blow this place down. The chariots of the Lord are coming. They're on their way, right? Michael and the angels, Revelation chapter 12, that war in heaven is coming. So, man, look, the truth will set you free. They know, we know. They don't worry us. They only worry you 2/3, right? They only worry y'all. And fuck y'all. And I hated Esau and laid him mountains. The Lord said he hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage, meaning his seed, his family, right? His progeny, waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of armies, the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. You see that? So the Lord threw down this shit before, and he's throwing it down more, and he's going to throw it down again for good. Right? Because they're the border of wickedness. That's this devil. The people against whom the Lord have indignation, meaning judgment, and it's righteous. Judgment forever. And your eyes shall see. See that? Judgment forever. The border of wickedness. The people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Indignation means righteous judgment forever. The Lord hates you, Esau, and you know it. And you hate us. You hate his people. You hate the Lord. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified. And when you pray, always magnify, exalt Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Magnify from the border of Israel, Yashar Allah, which is a people before it is a place, right? And y'all still think it's a joke. Y'all still follow these devils. Y'all think we just talking when we tell you this. Remember, 2025, the whole full year of our deliverance and destruction in judgment of Esau. And he knows that. He knows. Hey, man, this thing is coming to an end. Seesaw. Cease all, I should say. Everybody is gonna sit down, pay attention, and feel the wrath of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Right? You already see. That's why the whole world is stirred up, mad as fuck right now. because they know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. Let's go here. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 verse 4. And it reads, turn ye not unto idols. Turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourselves molten gods. That's a molten god, that motherfucking pumpkin right there. Look what he's doing. Look what Jake doing. Turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourself molten gods. I am the Lord your power. I am the Lord your power. That's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Should we read more? Should we read more? Let's go to the book of Psalms, right? Let's go into Psalms real quick. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 16, verse 4. Their sorrow shall be multiplied. Why you think you Jakes is having hell, catching hell constantly right now on Instagram? They finna take away the goddamn EBT. Bitches crying, niggas go up crazy, crying and shit. Niggas calling false gods while they on live, on Instagram live, getting shot up, calling on false gods. Jakes, real Jakes, calling the false gods. Why he's shot in the back, calling to a false god, Allah, Muslims. That's false. Pan-Africanism. What's that nigga name? That Pan-Africanist nigga. I don't even know his name. I'm so fucking mad right now. Y'all follow these niggas, these YouTube platform, and you Israelites, false gods. Psalms 16 and 4. Their sorrow shall be multiplied, that hasten after another god. See that? Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. Lord ain't fucking with y'all, man. He ain't dealing with y'all praying on Allah, right? Praying on Buddha. This nigga woman that prays to Buddha, man, doing yoga, that Kundalini spirit. Go to ChatGPT about Kundalini, a serpent, a snake, that snake spirit. What the Lord said, the sorrow shall be multiplied. Psalm 16 and 4. So look, man, what you ain't gonna quit listening to the Israelites and quit worshiping these false gods until what? You're dead? Until you're dead? 1 Corinthians chapter 10 tells you, wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. Get away from it, man. Y'all gonna be out there trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treat. Right? That's a slap in your own salvation's face. Because you ain't hurting the Lord. You ain't hurting y'all about some y'all shot. You just slapping your own salvation, man. Fuck. I mean, goddamn. It's in the law. It's even in shit. Let's go to Colossians, right? Is it no hold on. Bear with me. Corinthians, let me see. I think it's Colossians. Bear with me, Israel. I'm gonna end the lesson. But you got a lot going on, and this is what our people want to do, you know what I'm saying? This is what they want to do. Colossians chapter 2, verse 8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. You see that? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 15, therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or epistle. Now our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach himself and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, even our Father, which have loved us and have given us everlasting consolation and hope through grace. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 17. Comfort your hearts and establish you in every good word and work. So stay away from tradition of men. Stay away from idolatry. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai take care of us, man. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 3, verse 1. Finally, brethren, pray for us that the word of the Lord may have free course and be glorified, even as it is with you, and that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men. For all men have not faith. And with that, I want to say, Call hello, Yahweh, about Shem Yahushua, about Shem Kokodas. Shalom to the over-elect. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners. Double honor to the tabernacle of David. The 144,000 that spiritual temple being built under these devil's nose, and double honor to the elder bishops, the elders, and the apostles of great millstones who rule well and who teach well, the men who show me this truth. Led me to the 144% living water. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom.